Morning, guys. Ugh. Morning, guys. Right, I've just made a tea. I just woke up. There's a storm in England, and I didn't sleep. I did not sleep. This is an unusually bad storm. So I woke up in the middle of the night and was tossing and turning, trying to get to sleep. But this is one of the worst storms in UK history, I reckon. I'm sure you guys around the world, you'll see it on the news. This is like proper bad. Anyway, I got myself a nice tea, and I had to drive to the garage to get some milk. So what I'm going to do, whilst I'm messing around here, I'm gonna, we are definitely going to read a book today. Let me just let everyone know that we're live, because I haven't told anyone. Live now. Okay, who's on there? So we've got Michelle's on there, Leanne's on there, Caroline, I think Amy was on earlier. Right, let's have a look. So let's go to Defending Elvis Presley. Defending Elvis Presley, live now. Let's post that. And then we've got on my own personal Facebook, live now. And then I'm going to just start messaging some of you guys. So Rose, we're live. So I had a couple of messages from Mindy Miller last night. She was lovely. Mindy was great. I love talking to Mindy. Okay, now I'm just quickly sending messages. Hi, whoever's awake. Hi, good morning to you. Live now. That's Deborah. Tonya, live now. Okay. I will quickly put Elvis on in the background, of course. Let's just get Elvis on. That looks good. Put his trailers on, yeah? Can't be, you got to have some Elvis. Right, let's just turn the camera so you can see it. Okay, got my glasses on again. Woo! Now the kids are asleep. The wife's in the lounge watching her programs that she likes to watch. They're different than mine. I don't even know the names of them, but they're definitely not my kind of program. Hi Deborah, got my message then. I've been up all night because of the storms, so I thought I'm going to do a live. Oh, nice cup of tea in the morning. I just had to zoom to the garage and get some milk. We've run out of milk. How can we not have milk in the morning? So I'm just quickly going to message a few people, let them know we're live. Oh yeah, the storms are terrible. They're still happening now, Deborah. So I was on Shauna's show last night. Did you know that? Right. So let's just tell people we're live. So we've got Elizabeth. So let's have a look. Linda. All right, yeah. I didn't see you on there, Deborah. So Deborah, you were on there. I didn't know. I didn't see you. I saw Pat was on there. Who else did I see on there? Oh, there's a couple of people that were on there. Right. Let's have a look. Who else? We've got Natalie. All right. So, yeah. So yeah, it was an interesting live. I didn't really want to intrude on her live because Sean is amazing. I love watching her lives. But there was a couple of things I needed to say. Hi, Renee. Morning to you. How's the new job going, my friend? Job going all right? So I'm just quickly messaging as many as we can that we're live. Are you enjoying it there, Renee? Hi, Josie. I was just about to message you, Josie. Right. Well done. And have you got used to it, or is it still very new for you, Renee, at your job? Do you mind? Is it? I was just about to message Josie. So I'm just going through the people. So we are reading this today, guys. Now, I have a special reason for reading this book. It was because Nancy has been so good to me. Yeah, Nancy has been really good to me. Nancy's one of our subscribers, and I promised her that I would read a chapter of this book because she's just so kind to me. Nancy, you've been so kind to me. Yeah, and I'm going to pay you back by reading chapter 4 of this book. So we're going to talk about this book in a second. I just want to quickly let everyone know we're live. So this is my thank you to Nancy. She's been great. So some of you I call Louis Defenders. Some of you have become Louis Defenders. I really appreciate it. It means so much to me. Through the night, I had so many comments, so many well wishes from people, literally dozens and dozens of people that obviously fully support me, and I just love it. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Right, so let's quickly try and message these people as quick as we can. So we got let's have a look. We've got Maria and Mary. I quite enjoyed the live streams we did yesterday. We did some good live streams yesterday. In fact, just lately, the last sort of 2-3 days, I've quite enjoyed the live streams. Hi, Joy. How are you? Well, today, Renee, we're gonna do chapter 4 on this book. Renee, can I ask you, Renee? Don't forget, Renee's got an amazing YouTube channel. Please subscribe to him. His channel is fantastic. He's going to be on 30,000 subscribers soon. Renee, you're going to be on 30,000 subscribers soon, my friend. Your channel is awesome. I've watched the last 2 or 3 videos you've done. Are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I bet you're missing it, aren't you? Because you're at work. So right. So where are we? We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. So if anyone wants me to message them to remind them that we're live, please just let me know, and I will message you. I don't mind messaging people as long as they want me to message them. That's the important thing. Is I will only message people that want me to message them, people that want to join us. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. All right. Right, I think that is everybody. Let's just make sure that Angel Eyes, she might be asleep. Hidden Mike, Renee, no, you're gonna go way past me, my friend. You're gonna go way past me. I'm so proud your channel is thriving. I love it. Absolutely love it. I fully support your YouTube channel. It's amazing. You deserve every subscriber you get. You massively deserve it. So be proud, my friend. Be proud. Right, let's just go on Instagram quickly and just tell a couple of people we're live. Okay, so I think Elizabeth might be asleep. Let's tell Lorna. We got her story. Who else have we got? Angel. Let's just see if Angel's awake. Got Debbie. So many names. So many. Right. Okay, I think I might have already done that, Ali. So, okay. Right. I'm going to top this tea up and then we're going to start reading. I've got the heating on, so it's actually quite warm in here. I think I'll just take this on. It's quite warm in here. Okay. Right, let's just let that. I'm going to let that boil. Just tell my wife I'm going live. Okay. Okay, we've got our tea, guys. So, oh, that's okay, Renee. It's okay. I love it. I love it, Renee. Right. You know me, if the channel, if we can help the channel, it works both ways. We help each other, don't we? That's how it works. Obviously, that hasn't completely worked out for me, but yes, we do have a lovely family and a very loyal Team Elvis are like phenomenal. There's something special. I agree with that. So I'm not going to bring up the topic that came up on the last live. I just want to say that I won't talk about the channel that has been bullying us and stalking us, the crazy people, the nutty people. I won't talk about them on here. But I will just start off by saying I am going to stand up for myself from now on. There's no more Mr. Nice Guy. I am standing up for myself from now on. These people need to go and get help because they're cuckoo. Right. Okay, here we go, guys. So let's just talk about this book, guys. So there's 10 of you on at the moment. Hi, Josie. So can I just, right on the outset, just say that Nancy has been so very, very kind to me. Nancy has, and I want to read this book for Nancy, chapter 4. And we are going to go through the chapters slowly. Hi, Josie. I know that I want to read this book as a thank you to Nancy. Nancy, I really thank you. Yeah, because I love the fact that you jumped in and tried to defend me, and you didn't have to. And your words were spot on. It needed to be said. So thank you so much. Now, can I just say, I want to be respectful when I talk about this book, because obviously we've got Joe, Rare Elvis Photos. So do many of you watch Rare Elvis Photos? Probably most of you do. I'll just put some more water in that. Now, Rare Elvis Photos has been a real friend to our channel. Yeah. Did any of you watch his live stream last? No, not live stream. Did any of you watch his video channel last night? Sorry, guys. Just I want to make sure my tea's hot. So it's a stormy UK morning. So let's just check your comments now. Joe Sins from Rare Elvis Photos has, I think, how can I explain it? He likes to read just like I do. He's been going through all the books. He's been doing it for ages. He's amazing. I love, he probably is one of the top Elvis channels, like Hidden Minds on YouTube. And I don't think he expected the feedback that he was going to get from this book. So obviously, Are You Lonesome Tonight is about a story of a very young Elvis meeting Lucy, and then how it all unfolds, and then her having his, don't forget, this is a story, this is, I don't know if it's true or not, and then obviously Desiree, the child. Now, I'm not reading this book to say it's true or to say it's not true. I'm just going to read it and we're going to discuss it. Now, Joe, I can tell, takes this book very seriously. Joe off Rare Elvis Photos. And I don't think he expected the kind of backlash this book would get, because he's been thoroughly reading this book for quite a while now. He's been in close contact with Derry, the author, who's a very interesting character. And Derry does speak to me sometimes on Facebook. Derry's a passionate man. He defends his book massively. Yeah. I believe Derry believes this book is true. I really do. When I listen to Derry and how passionate he gets when he comments with people, I can tell he believes it, guys. If people don't believe his book, he gets quite offended. Yeah. And I believe that the reason he reacts like that is because he believes it. Honestly, I believe that he believes it. Now, even with Joe, I think it's pretty obvious that Joe does believe what's in this book, and I want to show respect for that. I'm not here to try and disagree with Joe or Derry. I'm here to show respect and read this book in a kind way so that we at Team Elvis can discuss the different things in this book. And yes, he is. And just get a fair view on it, guys. I'm not pushing you to believe it. I don't read this book to cause any harm to Elvis's image and reputation. I don't think this book does any harm to Elvis at all. I actually think the way that Elvis is spoke about in this book is quite sweet, quite respectful. So I don't think we're doing any harm reading this book. Now, I also, hi Trudy. I also, we have to show respect to Desiree as well, because I know Joe has been speaking to Desiree, so the bottom line is there's a possibility here, guys, that she genuinely believes that she is Elvis's daughter. Ah, you've become a member. Joy, you've become a member. I love it. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Thank you so much, Joy. That is so kind. It really means a lot to me, Joy. Thank you. Now, even Joe, when I was listening to him last night, I couldn't help it because it was so windy. I couldn't sleep. The wind in England is crazy. Welcome aboard, Joy. Everyone welcome, Joy. So this book has been brought back to life by Joe. Joe took on this book. Kathy, who has been helping us here, introduced Joe to the author, Derry Matera, yeah, and it's just snowballed. This book has become massive again. Everyone is talking about this book, everyone, and it's now got to the point where quite a few channels are discussing it, but also Joe's even talking to Desiree herself, yeah. So I'm very interested to watch how Joe's videos unfold. Joe is trying to give us as much information as possible. I'm going to read one of Nancy's comments just to give you a feel, of how Nancy, her opinion is on it, yeah, before I read chapter 4. Now Nancy 100% believes it. Now Nancy told me, let me just see if I can message her on YouTube. Nancy told me that she didn't believe it at first. Nancy said, I didn't believe it, yeah, but bit by bit, let me just message her now. Let me just tell, she's probably asleep, obviously, because she's in America. Now, Nancy, I've made it clear that I don't really believe it, yeah? But I've also made it clear that I don't really believe it up to chapter 4, that I'm open. I'm open to be swayed, or I'm open to just sit on the fence. So Nancy has been trying to give me information. So I've just told her now we're live. I'm going to read you her comment. And let me just get the right one. So now Nancy in her comment says that the reason she thinks I don't believe it is because I can't imagine in my mind's eye Elvis and Lucy together. Because obviously we can imagine, she's saying we can imagine Elvis with Margaret. We can imagine Elvis with Priscilla. We can imagine Elvis with Linda Thompson or with Ginger Oldham. But because there's nothing in our mindset that where we see Elvis with Lucy, yeah, she's saying that is my block. Because I said to Nancy that I personally don't feel that it feels like a true story. I told Nancy that it just feels like a story made up. That's what I told Nancy, yeah. Now, I wasn't being disrespectful to Nancy. I'm just was trying to tell her that's how it feels to me. So, look, right, Mummy's in the lounge. My son, you all right? Good morning. You all right? Oh, you come to, oh, go ask. Yeah, I think you. That's right. Let's just have a look. So, morning to you. You have a good sleep. So she did message me. You all right? Go and ask Mummy where they are. Yeah. I thought you were asleep, young man. They wake up, they get their chocolates off the tree. So she messaged me, I'm still waiting for you to read chapter of Lucy. I understand you don't have a feeling that you know that feeling. You don't get a feeling in the beginning of the book. You've got to read the whole book. Nancy says you've got to read the book to. And I take that on board, guys. I take that on board fully. Let's just see if I can find another comment from Nancy. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So she says the reason why people are having a hard time with the Lucy book is that they think it's going to take it away from Lisa. That doesn't make sense. So I understand that. So there's obviously the book From Here to the Great Unknown is big news. Yeah. Of course, we're covering it and we're reading all the chapters, and it mustn't be forgotten because we must get justice for Lisa Marie because of these allegations with Michael Edwards. And we fully believe Lisa, but we won't forget the book From Here to the Great Unknown because we're reading this. Let's just see. There's another comment from. Let me just see if this is it. She mentions the Elvis and Kathy book quite a lot, which I would love to read, by the way. I'm just trying to see if I get a look right. I think you do. Right, here we go. This is the comment I wanted to read you guys. From Nancy, I'm saying this with respect. I think you don't believe the Lucy book. So I did say that at the moment, I don't believe it. Yeah. Because you can't actually see Elvis and Lucy together. So because you can't physically see them, you don't believe it, which is what I just said. Then she says, I had my doubts. did she do the right thing? And then she says she did. The press and the media and the crazy people who destroyed her and her kids. Obviously, you need to know the book to understand this. Elvis, she was right, because Desiree is already getting weird phone calls. So she's saying that Desiree, even now, because this book has been brought back up, is getting weird phone calls. I'd like to know how this is happening. Okay, let's try and get to the story. So then she thinks this is Elvis's daughter, and you can't change that. The beginning of the book, what you're reading, is just gets better and better. And after the chapter you read, but like I said, I really think you can't picture them together. So then she gives the example of Anne Margaret with Elvis. We can imagine them together, but we can't imagine Elvis with Lucy. And she says, do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, I do understand what you're saying. And then she says, he was my, all right, she talks about her husband. So she's basically saying, what she's basically saying, Nancy, thank you for sharing that with me. That is some very personal details here. Very personal. Thank you so much. But she's basically, to cut a long story short, she's saying, read it before you decide. So can I know there's only around 10 of you now watching, but can I just say, do any of you believe it? And then we'll start reading it. Now, the thing I was trying to say about Joe is he's put a lot of work into this book, a lot of work. He's brought this book to the forefront. A lot of people are discussing this book. So he takes it very seriously. So I want to show respect to that, yeah? I'm not trying to dish Joe at all. I love Rare's photos. Please subscribe to him. His channel is great. And right, so chapter 4. Let me just, I want to know that we haven't read chapter 4 yet. So let's just double check. I do get confused. So let's go to my live streams. Now, of course, you know my reading is terrible. My reading is slowly improving, but I'm not a good reader. I read like a 10-year-old. Right, let's just go to the live streams. I just want to make sure that we didn't read chapter 4. So I haven't really picked this book up for a while. Yeah, so we're on chapter 4. Right, okay. So I don't believe it. I think it's young, very sad girl's fantasy. Hi, Blinky. Blinky, I'm going to really try this time. I struggle. Yeah, I think my reading's getting a bit better. I mean, it's early in the morning. We've got a massive storm in the UK. Right, let's just do it. So it looks to me like the chapter is called, oh, thank you, Sherry. It looks to me like the chapter is called November 1953. I'm definitely very, very interested. I'm very interested in Elvis in the early 50s. It really interests me. I really want to know his life when before he got famous. So I'm guessing he's around 18. Truly, that's fair enough. And I was reading quite a lot of comments on Joe's live stream last night, and many of you here are on there listening to Joe read that book, and he was talking about his interview, his phone conversation with Desiree, which I think was over 2 hours long. And I was reading your comments. It's difficult, guys. It's difficult because some of us feel like we're betraying Elvis if we believe it. Some of us want to believe it. Some of us just think it's a load of bull. And some of us just want to stay out of it and sit on the shelf. Yeah. So I think, oh, thanks, Jane. I just think, let's just read it. There's no pressure here. I know, I'll tell you what, Blinky, the weather here is crazy. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Everything is flying everywhere. Hi, beautiful girl. So we're going to start. Morning to you. Do you have a good sleep? Mummy's in the lounge if you want to get your chocolate. You okay? Say morning. I don't know, actually. Go and ask Mumsy. So I tried to put Elvis out of my mind, but he called at the store, reminding me of my promise to go to Memphis. Despite my circumstances, I knew I could get away. I told my mother I had to go on a short trip to promote the Mr. Music show and would again stay with Mary. She readily agreed to take care of Deborah and Melody, being able to get away so easily. Well, let me just shut that door a minute. Well, I'm going to shut this door, okay? And I'm just reading something. It's still very early in the morning here, guys. I can't even imagine what time it is where you guys are. Are the trees coming down? It look blinky. It looks like they might do. No, it's bad. You go on the weather forecast on Google. It's crazy. I'm surprised that my fences haven't blown over. Yes, my lovely girl.
Did you have the warning thing yesterday?
The warning?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Phone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because what it is, everyone in the UK got a warning from the government that this storm was coming. Yeah, it was crazy, wasn't it?
I was scared.
I know, but it was windy all night, wasn't it? Look at that wind. We'll look at our garden. We can really see the weather. It's like all the furniture is blown around, but I'm surprised the fence has stayed up and the trampoline seems to be happy where it is. Anyway, right, let's keep reading.
Remember the swing?
How
is it still
Yeah,
there?
the swing is still there. I'm worried about that trampoline though. The trampoline is like bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. So it's,
That was my phone.
I don't know. I don't think it's in here. Right.
I remember Paddington.
Yeah, we got Paddington.
It fits in my own clothes.
Yeah, she dressed it with her own clothes.
This is her. This is her clothes. I got it from the charity.
Is Paddington your Christmas teddy bear? Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, where's my phone?
I don't know. Go and have a look. Ask Mummy. She might know where it is. What you do? Right. Okay. I'm gonna read this right. But if you want to listen to me read, you can, because I know you like. She likes me reading. She likes listening to me reading. But shut the door behind you. Love you.
Read.
Yeah. I'll sit here, and then we can read. So we're reading. Listen. We're reading about. We don't know if it's a true story, but they say when Elvis was about 18, he fell in love with a girl called Lucy, and
My dancing teacher's called
your dancing teacher's called Lucy, and they may have had a baby called Desiree.
Oh, I like that name. I'm gonna call my baby Desiree.
It is a nice name actually, but it might not be true, so we don't know. Yeah, so she's talking about meeting him now. Do you want to hear it?
I need to go to the toilet first.
All right, you do that and then come back. Right, there we go. So, I told my mother I had to go on a short trip to promote the Mr. Music show and would again stay with Mary. She readily agreed to take care of Deborah and Melody, being able to get away so easily did little to relieve my conscience. I hated having to lie to anyone, especially my mother, but I had to do something to change my life. The situation was growing worse. The man had returned briefly. His actions followed the usual pattern. He appeared unannounced from wherever it was that he had gone. The first 2 nights he would drink and then rape me. Ooh, God. I'll try and leave these bits out when my daughter's here. When he had satisfied his craving, he became violent, abusive. Shortly before leaving, he knocked me around. Oh, I don't know. Of course. Okay, I'm not going to. Yasmin, I can't really read this because there's some rude bits in it. So I can't really read this with you. I'll call you when the bits go happy. When it's happy bits, I'll call you. Yeah? Yes or no?
I want you to read the small book.
Okay. No, I'll tell you what. I'll read a happy book.
Yeah.
Right. We'll just switch to a different book whilst Yasmin's here. Okay. She did say she does have a favourite little book. Now, guys, do you know about this book?
Yeah.
It's Yasmin's favourite book. It's called A Rough Guide to
Elvis.
It's £3.18 on Amazon next day delivery. Look how small it is. It's a tiny little book.
And there's lots of
You can take it on travels, put it in your bag. I love this book. So I'm going to read this because this is a bit, at the moment, for my daughter, this is a bit naughty. So we'll put the naughty book down and we're going to read. So a few of you bought this book, didn't you? Right.
Teddy's gonna listen.
Right. We need to pick a page. So what I would like to do is, I like reading about Elvis when he was young. Right, are we ready for this? The strength to dream.
I'm scared.
Oh, don't worry. It's only wind. It's going to be fine.
What if the trees?
No, those trees are very strong. They can't fall down. They're very strong. If anything, the trees are protecting us.
On the like ding, the warning ding.
Yeah. Oh, you mean on the phone?
Trees, yeah. Trees might fall down.
Yes, there's a possibility of trees falling. It's funny because when the British government sent us all a warning, it wasn't just on our phones, it was on everything, on our PCs, even on the TV, we had a warning screen. Yes. Yeah, well, there's one here. I don't know if you like that one. Right. So this section is called The Strength to Dream. So, right. Elvis Aaron Presley was born in Tupelo, Mississippi on 8th of January 1935. He was the second of twins. The first, Jesse Garan, was stillborn and is almost certainly buried in an unmarked grave in Presleyville Cemetery. Now, did you know, Yasmin, that Elvis, when he was born, was a twin? Did you know that? And the twin's name was Jesse.
You told me that he died.
Yeah, he did die. He did die, but his spirit lives forever. Yeah.
I wanna read some.
You can try. Go on then. It's very, very small letters though.
The birth almost killed Elvis's mother, Gladys. Elvis remained an only child, although a nurse at the local hospital.
Well, your reading's getting good.
Gladys had
I'll say the words you can't do. Miscarriage.
When Elvis was 7.
Yes.
And 8.
She's 8.
Elvis's father,
Vernon
later recalled seeing a blue light in the sky above the 2-room
That's it. Shack.
That the Presleys called home.
Bit louder.
Called home.
So shall I help you with the long words?
Yeah.
Suggestions of a
nativity. I'm doing a nativity.
Shall I put my finger along the words?
Yeah.
Like or
aura. Are married by reports that
Vernon's father, JD,
was too drunk to realise the first baby was dead.
Yeah, so they're saying that unfortunately one of the twins didn't live. Yeah, which is very sad, isn't it?
Anyone looking for
omens
in Elvis's early years is better served by the tornado.
Yeah, your reading's getting good.
Swept through Tupelo.
Elvis was born in Tupelo, yeah.
And
on
5 April.
5th of April.
April
And what year was he born?
1936.
1936.
He was born in the 90s.
Well, actually, he was born on. That isn't correct, but actually, no. Oh no, they're talking about the tornado. Right, I was going to say that isn't the correct birthday.
Is it going to be a tornado now?
It feels like a blooming tornado. I'll tell you that. So.
Imagine if there was a big tornado above.
Right, I'm going to start reading now. Yeah.
Okay.
Your reading was very good. Excellent. We're going to give you a prize for your reading.
What?
Actually,
Has the prize come?
shall I? I'll tell you what I could do. You know that angel eyes. Let's have a look.
Have they said the prize?
You know that angel eyes. Are you here, angel eyes? Are you here? I don't think she's here. Angel eyes bought a gift. Now, I'm going to open yours, not Tino's.
I want to open mine.
Right. See, this is from Angel Eyes.
Can I open
Angel Eyes. Good timing. So Tino's not in the room at the moment. Let's open this one first. Angel Eyes, do you want to open it?
I want to open
This.
it.
So this was sent to us by Angel Eyes. I think there could be a dog treat in there as well, yeah? So,
Oh, I can give it to Ella.
now remember, Angel Eyes is watching. The woman that sent you the gift is called Helen, and she's Angel Eyes, yeah?
Yeah.
She's just said hello to you and give you a kiss. Right, now remember, we're watching you do this.
Ah.
The dogs have their own present. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Remember, she's watching, yeah?
yeah.
It's like early Christmas.
It's already Christmas.
Oh, it's chocolate.
Chocolates.
They're going to like the chocolates. Oh, wow. Chocolate.
Why is it?
Oh, yes. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I know she's put all different names on it. But look at that. Show them what you've got. That's it. Yay, chocolate. Do you want to eat one now?
Yeah.
Do you like these ones? Should we open it? Okay.
It's right here.
Now, should we get Tino to go and open his? Come and open his.
Tina!
Go and say Tino. Go and get Tino. We're going to get Tino to come and open his.
Can you open it?
Right, Tino. Okay, guys, it's not a reading video. Tino, someone bought you a present. Come over here. Right, sit on my lap. Come over here on my lap. Right, you sit on that chair, and you come over. So say thank you to Angel Eyes.
Thank you, Angel Eyes.
Right, so do you want to help?
And I've lived on myself.
Yeah, that's okay. I might have to rip it just to help you.
No, I know how to open it. Daddy, I'm opening it.
Yep, you can have one now. Right, let's pause this a minute so you can, because Angel Eyes is watching you. Look, Helen's watching you here. You know that Angel Eyes bought you this. He's there playing his game. Right, you got to open it because everyone's watching. Tino, look, everyone's watching. You got to just forget your game for a minute. He's not going to forget his game. He's trying to play his. What are you doing? Are you playing your game or are you opening the chocolate? Is it chocolate?
I think it was that.
Oh, go on, pick one.
I have 1, 2.
Oh, look, you done it.
3, 4, 5, 6 chocolate.
Yeah. They're doing it. They're doing it, Angel Eyes. Okay, that's good. Oh, you've wrapped it very well. Show Angel Eyes what you're eating. It's a crunchy. No, just one now because it's the morning. You can have some later. Want me to help you?
We're gonna have the little.
Should we rip it a little
toy
bit?
off the tree.
There you go. You do the rest.
I already have the toy off the tree.
Okay, you can have one more. But you can only have one though. Okay? They've already had.
There's one coin left on the tree. Yeah.
Okay, rip it. Rah, rip it like the Hulk. Rah, rah. Oh, what is it, Tino? Oh, it's chocolate. Now show Helen. Angel eyes. Thank you. Say thank you to Helen. Angel eyes. Have you said? You've got to say thank you.
Thank you, Angel.
Do you want to take them into the lounge with Mummy? Or do you want to get one out now? All right. Go into that. Show Mummy what Helen bought you. Okay. Right. So I'll see you later, guys. You've got your chocolates. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Angel Eyes. Right. Can I carry on reading? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to read this. We'll see. Right. All right. Okay. So this is your. This is the Advent calendar. What day is it today? 7. Okay. So do you want maybe finish that one first?
Okay.
Because remember, too many sweets not good for you.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay, you want to open it? Do you want my help? She's doing her Advent calendar. Number 7. It's the 7th.
I like this bit.
They've ransacked my show.
It's a star.
Yeah, you know they've just been bought a present. Do you know that? Helen bought it.
I'm really good at putting
Have you said
my
thank
back.
you? All right, you're going to go next so I can read my book. Thanks. Do you want me to take this out for you? Right, okay. Right, I'm.
I want to stay.
You want to stay here? So let me get my other book. Right, let's carry on reading the little book, guys. Welcome to my world in the kitchen at home. We are being sidetracked, but it doesn't matter because I've got all day today. Because there's a storm, I'm home all day, so I've got all day to do live streams. Right, so let's carry on reading that bit. So the Presleys were poor. Gladys picked cotton while Vernon drifted from job to job. In 1937, having made less money, so remember, Yasmin, Elvis's mum and dad were very, very poor. Very poor, yeah? In 1937, having made less money than expected from the sale of the hog, Vernon was misguided enough to try and forge the check. So we know about this. He goes to prison, doesn't he, for forging the check? But the circumstances of that check are quite complicated because he felt ripped off. And this is why he altered the check, because he thought he'd been unfairly paid for this. Did they call it a hog or a piglet? I can't remember what it was. So Elvis's dad went to prison for a little while. But really, what he did wasn't that wrong, because there was a mistake made.
What did he do?
Well, it's complicated, but he sold an animal, but the man who he sold the animal to didn't give him enough money. So he wanted more money, and then he got in trouble. Yeah? It's complicated. Anyway, he was inevitably arrested after 6 months in custody, hoping to teach his son a lesson. JD refused to pay bail. Vernon served, right? Okay. Vernon served a further 9 months in Parchman Farm prison.
You eat it.
She's offering you. I think you've had enough now. I don't think you should have 3 things. I don't want it. I don't eat chocolate. Vernon, my keto diet doesn't allow me to eat chocolate. It is yummy, isn't it? So Vernon served a further 9 months in Parchment prison. This sudden, if temporary, destruction of the Presley family unit reinforced the already intense relationship between mother and son.
And
so look,
father.
there's a nice picture. Look.
Mother, son, and father.
See, look, Yasmin, look. That's Elvis's mum. That's Elvis's dad, and that is Elvis with his little hat on. It's cute, isn't it? Right. I want to read this. You've got to be a bit quiet. Mother and son at the age of just 3, Elvis began to behave as a surrogate father, putting his mother on the head and saying, there, my little baby. It was the start of the transformation that saw him replace his father as the effective head of the family. Yasmin's reading is better than mine. Yasmin can read better than me. While Elvis's relationship with his mother is unquestionably pivotal to his life, it was not claustrophobic, as many have suggested. Only his aggrieved stepmother, Dee Stanley, had seriously suggested yeah, we know about Dee Stanley, don't we? And the ridiculous accusations. She's not all there, is she? Dee Stanley, she's not all there, is she? She reminds me of someone else. It's just a crazy woman that married Elvis's dad. The family had only one bed. Much discussion centered on Gladys's habit of walking Elvis to school. Some of Memphis' friends don't remember her doing so at all. Others say that she did until he got his own car, but partly to make sure that he didn't skip classes. And then it says, let's go to the next page.
Has Elvis ever been to prison?
No. Elvis was a really kind man. He was the kindest man that ever lived. One of, anyway.
Elvis in the background.
Yeah, I always put Elvis on in the background, definitely.
Why does it look different colour?
Right. Yeah, that wind. I'll tell you what. Right, right. Let's read this bit. Gladys protected, conceited, and as far as the income allowed, even spoiled her son. But he was not a typical mama's boy. The stereotype has been, oh my God, that wind. The stereotype has been useful to those who like to suggest that he stumbled into fame and casually, as most of us step into a puddle, but it's not the whole truth. When Elvis was as young as 8, he regularly hitched a ride to the studios of a local radio station, WELO, where he'd watch his first idol, the country singer, Mississippi Slim. His childhood persistence eventually persuaded the star to accompany him on the Saturday afternoon amateur show. Although Gladys sometimes came along, both the locals who took him and the stations personally remember that as a rule he was on his own. That hardly squares with the myth that Gladys never let Elvis out of her sight. Okay.
Why are you like?
There is, though, no denying that Gladys and Elvis had an exceptionally close bond, psychologically and emotionally. She may have never recovered from the death of his twin. That makes sense, doesn't it, guys? Come on. Elvis's great aunt, Christine Robert Presley, who minded him, told Gladys, "Once I lost a baby too, and you know what?
This is my
That
baby.
will-
I never lose it."
Yes, we love your baby. That will kill you quickly. That will kill you quicker than anything. Vernon's trial imprisonment would have helped, especially as it led to the repossessions of their home. Yes, so they actually lost their home, didn't they? As far as I know, Vernon goes to prison. They can't afford to make the payments.
Daddy.
And then they have to move out, and they move next door in their in-laws' home. Is that right?
Daddy.
Yes, beautiful girl.
I was sleeping with my daddy tonight. Last night, and I was sleeping on its tummy. It was really.
It's very soft and cuddly, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're just going to read this last little bit, guys. We're coming up to an hour, so I'm gonna.
Wait, what?
I've just finished. We're nearly done an hour, so I'm gonna finish it off at an hour. And then I'm going to go and make a lovely coffee and come back. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
you're going to come back to the light.
Let me just read this little bit here. Elvis used the guitar he was given for his 9th or 10th birthday to good effect. So was it his 9th or his 10th birthday? Coming 5th in a talent contest at 1945 at the Mississippi Alabama Fair. No, don't do that.
What?
At the Mississippi Alabama Fair, I didn't have any music or anything. I couldn't get anybody to play for me, and I couldn't play for myself because I didn't know how. So I just went out there and started singing, he recorded in 1956. I'd set my heart on singing, and nothing in the world could have stopped me from entering that talent contest. I did it all by my own. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go off, make a coffee. Now, I'm hoping when I come back, we are gonna read chapter 4 of this book. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed, guys. Is it possible?
Oh,
So-
I'm going to be in here.
So, Yasmin, are you gonna say thank you for your chocolates?
Thank you.
And is Daddy allowed to eat all your chocolates?
No.
Yes. I must eat all your chocolates.
No, I see.
I don't eat
saved
chocolate.
one for one day.
Does Daddy eat chocolate?
Yeah.
When? I never eat chocolate. I wish I could eat chocolate. I'm not allowed to. My keto diet doesn't let me.
You could just eat chocolate.
No, it makes me poorly. It makes me poorly. So Helen, thank you so much for being so kind to my children. It's very, very kind of you. So guys, I'm going to come back and we're going to read Are You Lonesome tonight? Chapter 4 for Nancy. I want to read it for Nancy. Later on, now I just want to say one quick thing. Now, do you want to open this for me? Now, Elizabeth, show everyone what Elizabeth bought me. Elizabeth, this is for you.
Good.
Show them. Show them.
I take the wrapper.
Do you want to take? It's a bit hard. But Elizabeth, thank you for this. Now I definitely want to do a chapter of this book. Let's be careful we don't rip the book though, yeah, because these books rip easy, yeah. The way they package them is so good. So Elizabeth, are you there? This is what Elizabeth sent me. Thank you so much.
Ooh, I
Of
found a way
course,
to get out.
guys, if you lot want to send me a book,
Yay.
right? Let's be careful. I don't want to rip it, yeah, because these books are they're quite rippable. Right. Let me just do this. Alan, let me just do this bit, then you can take it out. Go on, then you take it out. Show them. Show them. That's it. Good. This, Elizabeth, you are so kind to get me this, and I really want to read this. Like, this is, we're gonna love reading this together. Remember, when we get bought a book, guys, Team Elvis, it's not just for Louis to read. We read this together, Team Elvis. So we all benefit. We all benefit by. I'm really looking forward to reading this book. This book, Yasmin, talks about Elvis's medical problems, why he took medicine, and his family history, medical problems. So we're going to read this together. So thank you so much, Elizabeth. Are you going to say thank you to Elizabeth?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Right, we'll be back. When we come back, I want to do 2 more lives. I want to do the Are You Lonesome tonight, and I want to do this on a different live. So we're going to be busy today, guys. So a bit of a Christmas morning.
Christmas.
Obviously, Helen has given us chocolate. The kids have woken up.
Christmas. I didn't know that.
Are we dancing to Christmas?
Yeah.
Do you want to sing a Christmas song?
The
The dogs are asleep. The dogs are asleep. The doggy presents haven't come yet, Helen. The doggy presents haven't come yet.
Wait, is that doggy
So do you know any Christmas songs?
Yes.
Go on then.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, jingle bell,
Sing one then.
jingle
You got to sing one.
and jingle bell.
Are you going to sing one? Do you want to sing one or not?
Yeah.
Go
Jingle
on then.
bell rock.
Go on then. I'll join in with you. Go on.
Jingle bell, jingle bell.
Right,
jingle bell.
does it go like this? Jingle bell, jingle bell.
No, I do one in school. No.
All right, do that one. Go on then. You don't have to. You don't have to.
No.
Are you a bit shy? She's a bit shy. Okay, guys. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Wait, I want my teddy.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, all of you. Team Elvis. Paddington's going to wave goodbye as well. Thanks, guys. Team Elvis, come on. We're just having a bit of fun. I appreciate you joining us this morning, early in the morning. I'll be back. We will be back. Bye, guys. Love you all. Thanks for joining us.